For those who believe, no explanation is necessary. For those who do not, none will suffice. Right here, right now, in this very moment, we are affected daily by hundreds, if not thousands, of possible variables that make up our daily lives. Yet we can all be influenced from the environment around us. I want one of you here today to help me. One of you in the audience. And I want to randomly select one of you here today. So for that, we use the trusty paper ball. I want the third person to catch the paper ball to please stand for me where they are and help me. So the third person to catch it. So this is throw number one, catch number one. Somebody in the audience, there it goes. Perfect. Would you mind for me? Somewhere, anywhere in the audience, throw number two. Perfect. Is that the gentleman there? And then last throw, anywhere, throw number three. There it goes. Perfect. Who do we have there? Would you stand for me, please? Stand for me in the audience. Fantastic. Now, that is fair, yes? I mean, the paper ball could have gone anywhere. It's randomly selected you. Yes or no, we have not prearranged anything. You have no idea what is about to happen. Perfect. Okay. Right. Perfect acting there. I like it. Okay. I'm going to get you to make a choice, and all the choices are going to be yours and yours alone. Okay? We have 3 books. We have The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. We have Roald Dahl's James and the Giant Peach, and we have Stephen King's Elevation. 3 books. We've got the red book, the yellow book, and the blue book. Now, the choice is yours and yours alone, but which book would you like of the 3? The red one. Perfect. Okay. Would you mind passing this overhead just back to the lady there for me? And what's your name for me, please? Danny. Danny, thank you for helping. Danny, that was a free choice of book, yeah? You could have gone for any one, but maybe you went for the one that was sort of drawn to you a little bit more than the rest. But that was a conscious choice on your part. I now want you to make an unconscious choice of page number from the book. So I want you to hold the book for me and just riffle through the pages. I don't want you to be aware of sort of the page numbers, but just riffle back and forth, and just let it open to any page. And when you're happy there, I want you to look down for me. If you've chosen a page with lots of pictures on it, or it might be a title page with very little text, I want you to change the page. Basically, I want there to be a lot of text. If you're happy with the page, look down at one of them for me and let your eyes gaze to the other side. And then just let your eyes gaze from left to right, and then just settle on one of those 2 pages for me. When you're happy with the page, look at the page number you stopped on. And in your nicest, clearest voice, just everybody right at the back and right at the front and the sides can hear, what is the page we've stopped on in the red book? 112. 112. So page 112 from the red book, yes? Page 112, okay. And now I want you to make one more decision, okay? So page 112 from the red book. One more decision for me is a word on that page. And the way I want you to do this is I want you to take your finger and just put it anywhere on the page, and then just let your finger go up and down, and then just let it stop at sort of any point. And then once you've sort of stopped on that point, I want you to read that line you stopped on just to yourself a few times. I'm going to get you to think of a long and interesting word on that page. So not a word like the, and, or it, and also try and avoid names of people and places, because in fiction, these can be really made up, okay? And I want it to be a word we can sort of find in a dictionary if we needed to, okay? Are you thinking of a word from page 112, yeah? 112, perfect. It doesn't have to be on that. If there's no interesting word on that line, you can go a few up and a few down. The important thing is that it's a word that you're thinking of and it's a free choice on your part. Have you got a word, yes? Can we get an usher, please, to the lady there, please? I'm going to get you to write it down. This should be, it's all right, fantastic. Write it down on a piece of paper for me. Write it as clearly as you can. Would you mind just moving to the side for me as well, please? Just to avoid sort of, with all COVID and everything. Perfect. Awesome. Write the word nice and clearly for me. So, we're all given the decision, or we're all given the freedom to make choices in our daily lives. But it's often these decisions that we make, the decisions that feel fair, free, and sometimes random, these are the times we're most susceptible to being influenced. Take the last time you went to the supermarket. When you walked down the aisle, you're probably persuaded or influenced by where certain items were on the shelves. You maybe went for the one, that was sort of drawing its attention to you. You maybe walked through the door and there was placements there. We're influenced by the environment around us. Take the lady there who was chosen one of 3 books. Now, maybe she went for the book that stood out a lot more than the rest. Maybe the red book, was really bright, really vivid. She went for that one over that. But then the page number was random, and then she shows a random word, and she didn't even choose a word that was on that line. She maybe went up or down a few lines, and it's all random, yet we can all be influenced by the environment around us. Yes or no? Have you got the word written down? Yes? Keep hold of it for me. Keep hold of the book, and keep it there. Just keep it safe. Make sure nobody gets to it. Perfect. I want you to all take a moment now to appreciate how random acts of influence can have large and positive consequences on each and every one of our daily lives. Take us all sat here today, right now, in this theatre. The mere fact we are all here, alive, could be put down to chance. The chance that our parents met, the chance that our parents' parents met, the chance that our parents' parents' parents met, and the chance that all of these millions of possible variables and combinations came together, which led to you being born, which led to the life experiences you had, which led to you being sat here today in this very theatre. What are the chances? I like to think everything happens for a reason. No matter how impossible or improbable it may seem, we can all be influenced from the things we see to the things we touch and the things we hear. And you have all been seeing and hearing right from the minute you entered this theatre, right from the second you sat down, right up until this very moment. You have all been influenced. Would you mind for me? Give her a hand as she makes her way to stage. Thanks so much. Would you mind joining me? Throw the envelope down for me with the books. We don't need that for now. That's just for verification. Keep the book, but throw the envelope. We don't need that. And would you mind standing just on this side for me, please? On the other side. Perfect. Awesome. So you're thinking of a word from the book, yes? It could be one of thousands of possible combinations. And we don't need the paper ball. Little souvenir for someone. Perfect. Okay. So you're thinking of a word from the book. Okay. And did you maybe go for the choice of book through the colours, or was it the names, or did you just go for the one that was standing out to you the most?
I did this in a class that I used to teach.
It's used to class. Okay, so there we go. So we can be influenced from our sort of past events as well, and things that we do. I'm going to try and tell you the word you're thinking of, okay? We have a dictionary, just in case you're thinking of a long word that we've never heard of. This is just purely for verification, should we need it. Can I give this dictionary to someone for me, please, in the audience? Just somebody on the front row, would you mind for me? Would you mind just holding on to that? Perfect. This is just in case we've never heard of the word, and we need to verify, okay? Okay. Think of the word for me. You see, everybody gives telltale signs is when, such as the smirk in there. Just think of the first letter of that word for me. Give nothing away. Okay. You're doing perfect. Okay, that's great. Okay. For the first time, your nicest, clearest voice, what is the word you're thinking of right now?
Improbability.
Improbability. Pick up the dictionary for me, please. Turn to page 390, so 390 of the dictionary. When you've got to page 390, there are two columns on that page, yes? I want you to look at the first column for me, please. The first column of page 390. And the second entry down on that column. Each word is in bold, okay, on the page. So page 390, the first column, second entry down. The word was?
Improbability.
What's the word?
Improbity.
Oh, close, close. But this is the thing. We can all be influenced, yeah? Right from everything we see, right from everything we touch, right from everything we hear. And you've been hearing right from the start. I've got a present for you. Who's been paying attention to the envelope? Would you mind signing it for me, please? I've got a nice snazzy pen. Okay. Just signing across the face for me.
What am I signing?
Just your name, just anything. This is your envelope. It's a little present for you. Perfect. Okay. I'll take the pen back. Awesome. Okay. Everything we do can be influenced. Inside the envelope, there is an envelope. Stuck to the back of that envelope, you'll be noticing the theme, is another envelope. Inside that envelope, there is, can you confirm it for me? Another envelope, yes? Inside the smaller envelope, stuck to the back of that envelope, there is, can you confirm it for me?
Yeah, another envelope.
Would you get that for me, please? Okay, perfect. Envelopes within envelopes within envelopes, okay. The smaller ones for you, the slightly larger ones for me, perfect. I've got a little message for you all. Okay. We go through life making many random decisions. Many of these decisions and choices will in turn to go on to influence other events in our lives. As humans, we simply accept this as fate. However, some people believe that their lives are mapped out from birth. Every choice, every decision, no matter how small, have already been decided long before we make them. In your hands is a small envelope, the contents of which placed there many hours ago may prove that fate is indeed all been decided upon us. Before you open the envelope for me, you're thinking of the word impossibility, is it? Improbability, yes? And you're thinking of it from page, is it 112 of the Red Book? What if I was to tell you that none of this actually happened and it was all just in your imagination? You know, like one of those dreams you have and, you know, it feels so real, but you wake up and you think that wasn't real? Would you turn to page 112 for me and find the word? Just open the book up, read. What's that? You see, there is no page 112.
Yeah.
You see, it was never actually in the book. Would you open the small envelope that I gave you? I'll take the book. Open it up for me. What is that? Page 112? And there's a word written across the face of it, yes?
Yeah.
Improbability. And does it match up? Is it that? Is it the actual page from the book?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks so much. A little gift for you. Keep the page, keep the book. Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you. This just shows we can all be influenced from everything around us. Thanks so much and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.